sometimes you sulk. Sometimes I'm not going to try to even sing like him, but
You sound just
sometimes you
like him,
sulk.
man.
Sometimes you burn. Um, and it's how he just takes that. You know, it. I just um, there are moments with certain songs at certain points where there's like an aching. That's music has that effect on me where you just it does something to you, and you want to reach out and do something, or you want to just grab maybe like what's right there coming at you as the vocals. That's amazing. You want to somehow just like get your hands on it or just touch it or something.
Hey, welcome to Into the Music. My name's Chris. I'm here with Greg, and Greg's got something for me to react to. So lay it on me, my friend.
I'm gonna lay on you one of my. I mean, it's really up there. And the more Radiohead that I listen to, I'm starting to accumulate favorites through this channel. That said, um, this one actually is still up there, the very top.
Mm-hmm.
And this is called Sulk,
Okay.
and it's from the album The Bends. And I gave you the link somewhere. Go check it out. Oh my God, yeah, right, because you know Radiohead. Like, um, you know the song?
No,
Okay. You know why I assumed? Because we talked about the Bends just recently in one of
I
the
don't know
reactions.
everything on the Benz.
And right, and so I just kind of just assumed, right? I shouldn't assume like that that
Yeah, I
you
don't
didn't know
know.
the song. Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of Radiohead I'm still not familiar with.
All right, cool, cool. Yeah, man. And there's a lot of songs that I love that you don't know. And so I just assumed. So cool. I assumed correctly. So Sulk, Radiohead. Go check it out and let me know what you think.
Okay.
Through the big wall bats back. You sit there and sit there and moan. You're so pretty when you're on your knees, disaffected and eager to breathe. Sometimes you sound, sometimes you burn. Where is your soul? When love becomes a river,
Hey man,
Hey.
what do you think? Any sulking on your
Well,
part? You know,
when it started in the beginning with the drums,
yeah,
for very, very briefly before it got into the song per se, um, it sounded like it was getting into a jazz song. The way
yeah,
the
yes,
drums sounded, very
yeah,
for a very short beat, like for 10 seconds maybe. I
yeah.
don't.
Well, then it had also kind of some sort of sound effect too that was going on too with the
I'm
guitar
not sure. I'd have to listen to
when
it.
it's
I only
drumming, I
listened
think.
to it the
Okay.
once. It might have. But while I have nothing bad to say about this song, I'm not crazy about it.
Mm,
I know you said you it's one of your favorites. I
yeah.
just didn't it didn't grab me. I thought it was good. I would not put this on a Radiohead playlist that I listen to.
Wow. Okay.
But that's only because there's so much other stuff of theirs that's so is so above that to me, to my ears.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was glad I listened to it. I don't know what it's about. The music was good, but it wasn't as inventive as I would have expected.
They
They don't
weren't
have to
there
be
yet.
inventive all the time. I
They
get that,
weren't there yet. Yeah. See, they weren't there
but
yet.
yeah. But that said, I like a lot of their earlier stuff. So it just didn't grab me. It just
Yeah.
something about it. I can't really explain it. It just
That's
sometimes it
fair.
works, sometimes it
No.
doesn't.
Yeah. No. I know.
So tell
Um.
me about it.
Yeah. Like why I love it so much.
Yes,
So
explain yourself. Back up, back up your opinion.
so back then, "Creep" was like the Radiohead song, right? And I think even Radiohead, they quickly were like, we don't want to be identified just by this one song,
Sure,
And
that's understandable.
so then they put out this album called The Bends, and it was to me it was transformational. You could tell you it was a turning point for the band. Now it was only the second album, but
Oh, I didn't. Okay,
it was
Airbag is on that
just
one, right?
what's that?
Airbag.
I don't remember, me in song titles, but
Yeah.
the Fake Plastic Trees. And also I think the song Just, and I think that's the one that's like you do it to yourself, you do
Oh yeah, that's like
that's
such a popish song.
it's a very
From
popish,
what
is
I
like
had read, they weren't too thrilled with that either.
no,
Although
it's
it was
very
a hit,
catchy,
right?
and I love the guitar is crazy and like that, and it's great. But like it got to the point where I was like, if I hear it one more time,
Yeah, yeah,
that and Fake Plastic Trees, and I think you even said that you weren't totally thrilled with Fake Plastic Trees. It to me, I got the, and then it's like because I was thinking about it, like, well, why doesn't he know the bends a lot, And it might just be that you might have kind of skimmed it, and then you just kind of went on, I
yeah,
kind of we know each other, your tastes and sort of what you get attracted to, and like, if you sniff something out, if you
yeah,
don't go back to it, there's a reason why, and it's partly is why we're doing this channel, right? We're kind of
yeah.
some second chances, right? That kind of stuff.
But it's really like you hit a point where you just can't explain why you like something or don't like something. You can only
Right,
go so far
right,
explaining, oh, I like,
right.
this is an interesting melody or whatever or the instrumentation. I really like that sound of that instrument. It's like
Just
saying we were talking about bagpipes once. Some people love hearing the bagpipes.
yeah,
I really don't. And I can't. How do you explain that?
yeah,
You don't.
yeah.
You just say, I like the sound or I don't like the sound.
And yet, what is maybe disturbing to one ear is like
Yeah.
soothing to another ear,
And
And
yet
so,
St. Patrick's Day is
so
coming up and there'll be people in kilts playing back.
I, I love that drum part that goes right into this down, 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 down. I always love that guitar part that just opens up the song. And then Tom York's voice, I think it's probably, I mean, I love the damn vocal performance on this song. Um, sometimes you sulk. Sometimes I'm not going to try to even sing like him, but
You sound just
sometimes you
like him,
sulk.
man.
Sometimes you burn. Um, and it's how he just takes that. You know, it. I just um, there are moments with certain songs at certain points where there's like an aching. That's music has that effect on me where you just it does something to you, and you just you want to reach out and do something, or you want to just grab maybe like what's right there coming at you as the vocals. That's amazing. You want to somehow just like get your hands on it or just touch it or something. And every time with that performance, it's there. And I just want to like maybe that's the aching, that's the trying to articulate how to like what that is, and it's with other songs too,
Mhm.
with Day in the Life when Lennon's voice is just going back and forth, how they just it's like you just want to and so I don't know. There's something about his performance on this song. Um, yeah, I just love it. So this was we talked about the Bends, second studio album, 1995. It's a turning point. That album.
Mhm.
Why? Well, Johnny Greenwood once said about this album. Um, that's when it started to feel like we made the right choice about being a band. And from drummer
Okay.
Phil Selway, he said the Bends is when the Radiohead aesthetic began,
Yeah.
which I take
We
that to
all
mean like,
understand what that means. Yeah.
yeah, like, really starting to look at their music as like artistry, and you could tell that, of course, we know where they went after that album. OK Computer, 2 years later, I think they actually self-produced that, and onward and upward, with the band. In 2006, the British newspaper The Observer listed the Bends as one of the 50 albums that changed music. So I don't know about that. I would probably say OK Computer, but if they're looking at the Bends the way I'm kind of what I just described, as like a turning point, a pivotal
Mhm.
moment, sort of for that band, for the band, then yeah, then you could probably identify it as like it in that context. I would agree, but I would also I think I would look at OK Computer too, as that, um, and yeah, and that's so I kind of had a feeling that, I had like a 50-50 chance, not much more than that with you because you and I really haven't talked about the Bends, but there's really been nothing from that album that you've ever like, sort of pointed to or shown me or given me, So I had a feeling that that's something that doesn't really resonate with you that much overall, but I'm thinking, hey, maybe there's that one song, and
Right.
why not give him the one song that I love,
You
love, love,
take your
love from this
chances.
band.
You know.
So there you go.
I'm very touchy about these things. You never know.
Touch, 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 touch. All right. And that,
Give your hands to yourself, man.
so you want to take us out while I just sit here with
Yeah.
my hands folded?
Can you talk without you using your hands?
Oh
I talk
man.
with my I talk with my hands all the time, but except for on these videos.
Right. Meanwhile, I'm like the maestro.
It's like a blur, man. I mean, if our connection isn't like full bandwidth, I just see these blurs.
I think if I was looking at my fingers, I probably would get dizzy and pass out
You,
if I was like,
you probably would. Don't do that. Yeah. All right. Anyway, hit the like button if you like this, and of course, go to our Ko-fi site if you want to have something guaranteed to be reviewed by us. And we will catch you next time on Into the Music.
I don't want to use my hand. Can I use my hand this time?
Do whatever you want.
See ya.
You can't help yourself.